the balance of a unicyclist, the grace of a dancer, and the coordination of a juggler. Qualities that apply to the competitors whom we're featuring in this episode of Alternative Sports Diary. Competitive or fun? Silly or serious? A sport or not? Well, you decide. Every week on Alternative Sports Diary, we introduce you to a new way of looking into the world of sports. Uncover strange and unique activities. Get closer to the communities that indulge in them. And understand why, for these people, it has become a philosophy of life. In this episode, we take a look at 3 sports that have their roots in the world of performance arts. Juggling is generally defined as keeping one or more objects in motion by tossing, catching, carrying, or balancing objects precariously. Although there are many competitions where jugglers can compete, the International Jugglers Association is the only competition in the world focused exclusively on the art and sport of juggling.
I picked up juggling when I was about 14 years old, and I've been juggling for about, I think it's about 19 years now. I like juggling because there are no rules.
The ability to put on a show is also an essential component of dance sport.
I started dancing at 7 because my parents are also dancers, and the way they danced made it look so fun, so I picked up from there.
I was 10 years old when I picked up dancing. I saw this girl perform and I was captivated by her performance, so I gave it a try and I learned it.
Generally defined as partner dancing between a man and a woman, using the required technique together with floor craft and artistic interpretation to produce a highly disciplined dance performance.
Showmanship is definitely important because you have to capture the judge's attention and also the viewer's attention, and you must look proud on the dance floor so that to have that champion look.
Developed out of the narrow confines of competition ballroom dancing, dance sport has today adopted a sports-based culture. Currently, the recognized sections or disciplines in international style dance sport are the standard section, the Latin American section.
To be able to dance with each other, you need chemistry in the steps you move, because a lot of steps are like shadow kind of steps, so you have to do it together to make it look nice. And you also have to understand each other's routines, because you might step on them or, fall. Yeah.
Rocking back and forth is a sensation many novice unicyclists are familiar with. The accepted view is that the unicycle came from the penny farthing bicycle, which had a large front wheel and a small rear wheel. These days, it has evolved from being a choice of transport to a competitive event. The World Unicycling Convention and Championships features disciplines ranging from artistic freestyle, mountain unicycling, unicycle hockey and basketball, road racing, to track and field events.
I started unicycling in June 2003. I thought it was fun and interesting, so I did a search on the internet and I found the only shop in Singapore that sells unicycles. When I go downstairs to buy food, I will bring my unicycle along, or if I go to the supermarket, I will still ride there and get the groceries and come back.
Juggling, dance sport, unicycling, sport or carnival sideshow? Alternative Sports Diary finds out more. Founded in 1947, the International Jugglers Association is uniquely dedicated to the advancement and promotion of juggling worldwide. Its members are a blend of professionals, hobbyists, prop designers, athletes, and beginning jugglers. Their championships are serious performance and athletic presentations for the advancement of professional juggling and are not forums for demonstrations, sales promotions, practical jokes, or political statements.
There is a athletic element to it. It's not just fun and games sometimes when you look at the juggler, and it actually involves both the mind and body. Maybe to an onlooker it seems as though juggling is merely a physical activity, but to be honest, it actually involves a great deal of mental concentration to master some of these very complex tricks.
Many Singapore jugglers are also familiar faces in the unicycling scene.
I always loved unicycling. I learnt to unicycle in England. I tried to set up a unicycle club, and I went to United World College, set up a small club there. But nothing really happened until after about 10 years, a guy called Juggling heard about the Singapore jugglers, came along, I met him, we both liked unicycling.
I thought I was the first one. I was probably not the first one. I came here 18 years ago with my unicycle.
We started teaching some of the jugglers, and then we moved to Singapore Polytechnic where they had some unicycles.
Someone had an idea of getting an email group together. And so our name, Singapore Unicyclists, came from there.
Singapore's first unicycling meeting was held on 6 July 2002 at the Youth Park. Soon, the unicycling fever spread like wildfire, with many keenly learning this unique skill.
I think anybody has the qualities to ride a unicycle. If you can ride a bicycle, you can probably learn to ride a unicycle.
The qualities that you must have are to be a human being with two legs.
A bit of balance, just the determination to have a few goes, fall over a few times.
All you have to do then is to get a unicycle and overcome the fear.
While juggling and unicycling are both relatively new to the scene in Singapore, they do well to heed the lessons of a more experienced campaigner. The Singapore Dance Sport Federation was founded in 1987, following a series of events dating as far back as 1983. It was back then that Singapore's amateur champions, Sean and Gladys Tay, started competing in amateur ballroom dancing competitions in Europe.
In the past, ballroom dancing are regarded as like a social type of dancing or nightclub dancing.
The routine or dancing is rather simple. You just need to execute a clear movement, interesting, attractive movement. You probably will walk away with first prize.
Today's ballroom dancing with the new name dance sport is very much to meet the sporting element. And you can find the competitors, the age group is much wider now. You have the same speed, same amount of time in the music, but the requirement for the body action is a lot more. Technically, we are looking at different standards altogether.
So there you have it, a brief history of all three sports. But have they got game? We find out after the break.